What up, y'all? It's your girl, araneaestorm, checking in. Happy New Year. We already getting it cracking. It ain't even been a full week of January, has it? I'm gonna just go ahead and shuffle these cards. This year, I do want to do things a little differently. I am gonna do things a little bit differently. When I first started, as I'm doing this recording, somebody's walking beside me or beside the window, and it said grind harder. So I guess that's a message for all y'all out there, out on the grind. If you grind and go harder, man. Go harder for what you want. But as I was saying, I guess it's a message to myself. Transformation, of course. We're transforming on this here on our channel. I'm gonna be going back to doing weekly videos as well as astrology videos for each sign. And I'm also going to be doing a little bit more chart readings and stuff like that, because I have been getting into I've been going a little bit more deeper into the charts myself, and now I feel like it's time to kind of talk to y'all a little bit about that, instead of just like talking about it, but showing you, pulling up, stuff that I've written down and stuff like that. Also, I've been dwelling into a lot of past life stuff, and I am not a past life regression or past life, whatever you want to call it, by no means, but it's always been an interest to me. So that's something that I'm going to be talking about on the channel through a book that I actually got from the Phoenix and Dragon bookstore out here in Georgia. So I'll be talking a little bit about that too, just our past lives and what we manifested in previous lives to get here, and different signs and different meanings and symbolisms and all that good stuff. And also still sticking with the animal totems. Hello. Yeah. Oh. We have conditioning, transformation. This is so prominent right now, especially with all this heavy Cap energy we got going on. I mean, I don't usually really talk about politics. Y'all never seen me talk about politics really in my channel, but really, we see this a lot going on right now in the news. People wanting that smoke, trying to start that smoke, people wanting to end that smoke. I'm not even gonna speak that energy into this reading, but it's real out here, y'all. And nobody said that this transit was gonna be, the greatest transit in terms of it being easy, because it's not. But I just feel like now is that time of this transformation energy, this plutonic energy coming through Capricorn, of like, we have to break this down so we can build that shit back up. Like, we've been conditioned for so long, and we've been tied to so many cycles. Like, I'm thinking of the devil card right now, like, the bondage, the chains, and being tied to things for so long that now it's just like, I don't really have the time. I don't have the time to keep holding on. We don't have the time to keep holding on to stuff that isn't no longer serving us. And I'm not just talking about like relationships. I'm not just talking about projects. I'm not talking about anything. I'm just talking about the things that are within yourself, the things within you that have been keeping you bound. Like, we got Mars and Sagittarius right now. A lot of Capricorn, like I said, Capricorn energy, Venus and Aquarius. This is a revolutionary, very revolutionized energy that's like spurring in the universe right now. Use that shit. By next week, we about to have Venus and Pisces. Laziness. Now, a lot of people will say that Pisces can be lazy. A lot of people will throw that rhetoric out there in the world that Pisces can be lazy. I think we all have a little bit of laziness in us from time to time. I feel like this is more so of an energy when things start to get heavy and things start to get hectic. There's like this slow down energy to you where you feel like you don't want to move. But y'all, this is not, I'm going to just say it, this is not the time to be like chilling. It's okay to get your rest. It's okay to get sleep. It's okay to, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, meditate. It's okay to do all of that. But right now, you need to stay moving, some type of form of movement, whether that's an exercise, whether that's, talking or doing something physical, doing physical things with your spirit, to keep you going, to keep you up. Like I said, not taking away your rest. Please get your rest, but don't wear yourself. Don't let the weight of the world and the weight of the things going on around you get you to a point where you don't want to move. Now, I know in this card he's kind of chilling. You know what I'm saying? It's more like, hey, I'm going to this is more of like escapism. Especially when Venus does move into Pisces instead of it being in Aquarius. We're going to want to detach. Venus in Aquarius, even though it's revolutionary, it's like this detached sort of energy. And then this week we're going to be moving from Taurus moon to a Gemini to a Cancer moon. So we're really going to be feeling like this energy of just like, man, I just need to like, rest. I need to take a moment. And like I said, take your moment, great. But keep doing things that get you moving, get your body going. Because y'all, this is like do or die energy. Like this shit, this is do or die. We talked about the boat and the red pill versus the blue pill. And we talked about all of that. But this is do or die energy. Like literally Pluto, Platonic, Capricorn, do or motherfucking die energy. You either gonna do that shit or you not. You either gonna come through, you either gonna come correct, or you not. It looks like the cards are kind of good. I feel like I want to pull one more. Okay, here goes the one more. Oh, there we go. I hope it's not too loud for y'all. I am in a spot. Mangoes, for those of y'all listening to ATL. Yeah, Thunderbolt. Transformational fucking energy. All of these are major arcanas too, by the way. Like we are breaking out your fears, your whatever you want to call them, your demons, your distractions. All of that shit right now is like trying to scream at you. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I've been reading this book called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. Something. But it talks about moving from the zone of incompetence. It talks about the upper level problem, like where we get to when our fears manifest like right before our eyes and shit. And then like it goes from the zone of incompetence to the zone of competence to the zone of, I feel like I'm missing a zone, but it's the zone of excellence, and then it moves into the zone of genius where we all truly want to be. And I've been working on a project, I'm getting geared up for a mobile history tour called the Black Lesbian Archives. Super, super dope. If you ever get a chance, check it out. But I've been getting to a point where I have been moving. I've been making these moves. I've been, in motion and doing these different things to make sure that, we set off by the time it's time to launch, which is next month. And I'm a very confident person. I do believe in the things that I do. I believe in the things that I say. I'm not perfect, but I do believe in what I say. And when I want things to happen, 9 times out of 10, I make that shit happen unless other things are, preventing the process, whatever, or I'm preventing, situation. But it seems like the closer and closer it gets to the time for me to lift off, I feel like I seriously feel like there are things that are trying to come in between me and getting this shit done. Like, I'm still active, I'm still moving. I took some time to rest and all that kind of stuff, but it's like I'll be sitting there working on something, and then it's like I can start to hear things trying to creep up and tell me, you're gonna have to find it. This ain't gonna work. Little stuff. And it's not to the point where it's weighing me down. I notice it. And I'm like, this shit is not coming from me. This shit is not, because that's not how I even get down. That's not even how I operate. So I know good and goddamn well it's not me. But that's what I'm saying. There's these energies out here. You know what I'm saying? That are trying to pull you into a place of this conditioning. They're trying to pull you into a place of this sheep-like energy. And it's you gotta be hell no. If you really want to move forward in whatever it is that you're doing in life, and I mean anything that you're doing in life, you have got to get up out of this rope. You have got to get up out of those chains. You have to break through. It's time to break through. This kind of reminds me of the Devil card too. It's time to truly allow yourself to just break through. Let it all fall down. Let it all crumble. Let it all make you. Let it all create you. Let it mold you, hold you. You know what I mean? You have to let it. Because this transformation, it wants to come through. It really, truly wants to come through for you. But you got to allow it to. You can't let, my mind's playing tricks on me. You can't let those thoughts manifest into your reality. It's right now, even though we're seeing we're in the gunk of a war. We've been in a war for a minute, but it's this. Now we're getting into the mind war. You know what I mean? Right now we're in an emotional war. You know what I mean? We're in North Node in Cancer, South Node in Capricorn, and all these things that have been traditionally built on some bullshit are being struck the fuck down because it has no heart. It has no, not to say that Capricorn doesn't have no heart, but it's not catering to the emotions. It's not catering to that nurture. It's not catering to that nature of who we are. So it has to go so we can build anew, Now, as we move into 2020 and we hit North Node in Gemini, South Node, Sagittarius, is this is going to be a war on the mind, the duality of the two twins. You know what I mean? One twin is oh, go left. The other twin's oh, go right. Oh, you know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of moving activeness and, communications, people, communicating on different levels, a very, just a lot of movement, a lot of mutable air, just mutable, flushing out, saying it, doing it, being it. It's just gonna be a lot of that kind of energy. So you gotta be aware, you gotta be alert, you gotta be ready for what fucking ever. You know what I mean? Messages coming to the surface, and people actually revealing their true nature. You know what I mean? Because Cancerian energy is it can be very passive. It can be very you don't really want to. Gemini is the opposite of that. Gemini is just gonna say it. Gemini just gonna say it, and everybody's in the room so did you have to tell the motherfucker that he didn't have no fucking he had boo-boo in his drawers? Did you have to go there? Did you have to go there? He could have been walking around this shit comfortably all day. Now he got boo-boo in his drawers. Now we all know the motherfucker got boo-boo in his drawers. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to fearmonger anybody at all. That is not my intention. That was never my intention to do that. I just know that, you know, this new chapter, this new decade that we're moving into is not for the weak. You know what I'm saying? It's not for the weak. It's not for the... This is for the doers. This is for people who doing what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Who are going to go for what's theirs and mean that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hey. But I'm gonna let it go with that. It's getting kind of lit up in here, I guess. A little turn, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to call it. And I'm gonna start doing videos probably tonight or tomorrow, and I'll get those things uploaded for y'all. Other than that, you already know what it is. It's your girl araneaestorm checking in. You can hit me up on Instagram. You can hit me up on linktr.ee/araneaestorm if you want, you know, personals or anything like that. You know, holla at me. I'm gonna be around. Peace.